Thank you for joining us here at HockeyUs.com. Don't forget to become a HockeyUs member by joining our website. Go to HockeyUs.com, become a member. It takes 3 simple steps, and help us in the HockeyUs community and different questions and products that you want to see listed here. One of the things that we're going to be going over today is we have a lot of questions from our viewers out there that ask us, what's the right skate for me? And we see it a lot. And whenever we do a review on a lot of our skates, whether it's the X60 all the way down to like a Bauer Vapor X05, which is a $70 skate, which skate is the best for me? And sometimes our viewers out there, give the right I guess the right lead on the way that everybody should go. But hopefully some of the questions that I hopefully all the questions that I have today will be answered in the short little film that we're doing here for you. Pretty much a skate can run anywhere between, like I said, $60 all the way up to $600, $620, $700, depending on where you live. Okay. And one of the things that I suggest, I guess it basically really depends on how old you are and what type of skate that you need. One of my biggest things that I'd have to say is pretty much fit is the most important thing. And I'm actually going to remind you of that a couple times through this film here. But fit again is the most important aspect of getting sized up for a skate or any kind of skate that you have. Now, in a lot of your lower skates, I should say your $60 skate, your $80 skate, $120 skate, people ask us, well, what's the difference between, let's just say, a $150 skate or a $600 skate? And again, a lot of that's what you're paying for is product research and development, how long it takes them to come up with the design of the boot, how many people they have involved in the boot, the different materials that they have out there. For years the skates used to be made out of blistered nylon and leather, and there was an overabundance of that because they incorporated those same products or those same fabrics and leathers in throughout the whole line. And sometimes it would be different plies, 1 ply of leather, 2 plies of leather, and then different thicknesses of the ballistic nylon. And a lot of the newer fabrics and I should say uppers that they're doing here is all technology. That's more or less what you're paying for. I'll give you an example here. Like the Bauer X40 is made out of what they call a basket weave mesh, which is I think some form or type of a ballistic nylon that they're making up here. And that X60 is made out of a different weave than the 40. It's a lot stronger, and a lot of different components they have in here, like Surlyn, which was made from DuPont. It was actually a stiffer upper that they have in here. And there's different grades to that. Sometimes they just put different plastics in there, and that's more or less what you're paying for. And again, like I said, now if you're growing out of a skate, if you're still a young guy and not growing as much as somebody, or if you're a young guy, I should say, and you're growing all the time, you don't need to spend $600 on a skate. Again, the fit to me is more important than anything. I'd rather see somebody get a $200 skate twice a year than get a $600 skate and try to make it last for 2 years because they're more concerned about the money or how much the skate costs, because they want to be out there looking better than some of their friends with an X60 or anything that the Bauer 195 or any of the top line skate that's out there in the market. But like I said again, if that answers any of your questions, it's the material also on the inside and the outside of the skate. What type of blade is in here? As you get to the lower end skates, sometimes they might not put stainless steel on the blades. It could be a high grade carbon that they're using on here with a nickel dip. But as I showed you in some other films, Bauer is putting stainless steel even on a lot of the cheaper skates now. Again, one thing that I would look for is number 1, fit. Number 2, how many days a week that you do skate. If you're only doing it recreational, a good mid-level skate that starts off around $100, $150 is actually pretty decent. But if you're a more advanced player, you're playing travel and you're on the ice 4 or 5 days a week, then I could see justifying spending a little bit more, because you're on the ice so much that you want those fabrics. You want the blade to be able to be replaced, and you want the fabrics to hold up a little bit better. Actually, one of the questions that we did get, which we said about some other skates, about people skating barefoot, and we had a lot of people asking us, barefoot, who skates barefoot? Well, there are a lot of people out there that do skate barefoot, and that does prematurely break down the boot. A lot of the stuff that's in your sweat with salts, ammonias, and everything have a tendency to break down the glues and also the fabrics that are in your skate. So a nice thin sock, keep them nice and dry. When you take the skate off, unlace a couple eyelets here and then loosen them down to about here. Pull the tongue forward, and when it's in your house, please take it out of your bag and keep it nice and dry, and will help protect your investment. Again, this is where your investment really starts, because this is where hockey starts, is from the ice up, and you need to make a wise decision in purchasing a pair of skates. One other point that I want to go across here is if it's a skate that you're currently in now, let's just say if you're a Bauer person, you really like Bauer, but Reebok or Easton or whatever came out with a really cool looking skate, or even sometimes in a different level. Like we have guys that skated in Vapor 30s, tried to move to the 195 skate, and didn't like that skate at all. Okay, and again, I'm not a big fan about brand hopping. I think once you have a particular skate, whether it's Bauer, whether it's Graf, whether it's CCM, I think that that's the version that you should stick with. Again, going over a few couple of points is, number one, again, please make sure that you go to an authorized local pro shop that's been around, that's been in business for a few years, to where everybody goes, and just go to your local rinks if you're in a new area, and ask somebody there if they know of anybody or any stores around the guys that have been there who has the best fit and everything. But again, that's what you want to do. Fit is number one, and then again, they'll address whether what type of skate you need, whether you skate once a week or you skate 7 days a week. They'll help you make the right decision. And again, if you're still skating 5-6 days a week, you don't need a $600 skate if you're a kid that only weighs 60-70 pounds. So you can go with a nice mid-level skate. But again, your pro shop should be able to help you out with this. But that is the difference between a lot of these different skates. It's just material for the inside and outside. And that's pretty much sums it up. If you have any more questions, or you'd like to see a product reviewed here, and again, guys, we also just don't do reviews. We also are going to start doing a lot of informational stuff here for you to help you out in your choices in purchasing hockey equipment, because we do realize that in some of your areas you don't have the expertise that some of the other pro shops and all might have in other areas, and we can hopefully help you out with that. But please become a member today. Join us at hockeyus.com. Sign up. Like I said before, it only takes 3 simple steps, and stuff like this, where people have written in and emailed us and asked us questions about fitting of skates and product line and all, we can hopefully help you out at that point. Again, thank you for joining us here at hockeyus.com.